If cars and bullets smash when they meet heads-on, why do two beams of light pass straight through each other as if nothing happened? In the energy filament theory, light is not a stream of tiny objects that should crash, but a pattern of motion in the energy sea, and patterns can stack in the same space without knocking each other out. Textbooks and cartoons quietly train your brain to picture light as little pellets flying along straight tracks. So of course, if you imagine two streams of pellets hitting each other, you expect chaos, splashes, sparks and debris, if that picture were right. Crossing laser beams in air should look more like colliding machine gun fires than the gentle, ghost-like overlaps we actually see. In this picture, the starting point is different. The universe is filled everywhere with a tense, elastic energy sea. And light is a very specific jump and relax routine that this sea performs as it passes the pattern along. Earlier we said you can think of a single beam as a thin, twisted filament of organized motion running down a narrow corridor in that sea. But the crucial point for this episode is not the filament's shape, it is its nature. Light is an instruction set for how that patch of sea should move, not a chunk of stuff that needs its own private lane. To feel the difference, forget physics for a moment and think about a crowd in a square. One group of people claps in a quick pattern, clap clap, pause, clap clap, pause. Another group, standing right among them, claps slowly, claps, long pauses, claps. The same air, in the same space, carries both rhythms. The air molecules do not hold a meeting to decide which song to serve. They are simply pushed back and forth according to the total motion demanded by both patterns at once. To your ears, the result is a messy mix, but nothing has had to collide or choose sides. In the same way, a beam of light is the energy sea doing one precise little dance along a narrow path. A second beam is the same sea doing another little dance, maybe from another direction or with a different timing. Where the beams cross, there is no solid photon marble ramming into another photon marble. There is just one patch of sea receiving two sets of movement instructions at the same time. What does it do with them? It follows the combined instructions. The total motion is simply this jump plus that jump, this twist plus that twist, carried out in the same tiny volume. That combined motion then passes forward along both of the existing corridors. So each beam leaves the crossing point still carrying the information it came in with. Nothing needed to shatter, nothing needed to bounce off. You can see this more clearly with a second analogy. Play one song out of your phone. Your friend stands next to you and plays a different song out of another phone. The air in front of you is now being driven by two unrelated tracks at once. Yet you do not see the air splitting into two chunky layers and arguing about which song to obey. It simply moves according to the sum of both sets of pushes. Your brain cannot easily untangle the mess, but very sensitive equipment can still pick out each song. Two laser beams crossing in a foggy room behave in a similar way. The fog droplets scatter each beam onto a screen so you can see their paths, and you can aim one beam across the other from the side. The crossing point does not flare up, explode or suddenly go dark. Each beam still lands on its own patch of wall almost untouched. That is what you would expect if light is a rhythm is the right mental image. And it is exactly what looks bizarre if you cling to light is little bullets. In this view, real collisions happen when you stack too much pattern onto material that cannot carry it while staying in one piece. Then the underlying loops and structures in the energy sea have to rearrange. And you get sparks, heat and broken matter. But pure light beams crossing in ordinary space are just different rhythms borrowing the same medium for a moment. Light is rhythm, not stuff. Rhythms add, stuff collides. Tap follow, share it on New Physics, Clear Universe.